Morning, Jimmy Krotov speaking. Uh, Looking at myself, uh, I understand that it's just the image from the movie of famous Bergman, Fanny and Alexander, which is one of the greatest movies, I dare to say, in the history of cinema. Um, and it's really great. But in this movie, the person with the same habitus is Jew, is a Jew. But I'm also a Jew, although not according to the Israeli law, because I'm Christian priest. And in 1972, Israeli government or Israel Supreme Court stated that there is one exception. Generally, the law about the Aliyah, who is a Jew, who can go to Israel, is a copy of the laws of Nuremberg, of Hitler. So it's enough to have the grandmother of Jewish origin. My mother was Jewish. But they've made one exception because Father Daniel Rofai is a Polish Jew who struggled with Nazis, asked for the Israeli citizenship. And then they've decided, after many years, that any Jew, with the exception of a Jew who became a priest of another religion, but certainly they've meant Christianity and priests. Okay, today I've read a genius history about Nicholas Sapega. Nicholas Sapega lived in the 17th century, and in 1629 he visited Rome. He was the wealthy Polish nobleman, voivoda or governor of Vitebsk, now in Belarus, right, Russia. Very, very wealthy man, but very ill. When he was in Rome, he got an audience with Pope Urban VII and prayed in the Pope's chapel. There was the image of Our Lady of Guadelupe. And his illness disappeared. He was cured. He was so excited that he asked to give him this icon. But the Pope refused. And then Pope also, I guess, had some illness, especially illness under the title Sancta Rota, Holy Inquisition. And then Sapega, who studied in the universities of Paris, Madrid, Heidelberg, Vienna, and then Sapega just stole this icon. He stole the icon and put it in Koden, the town. He was the owner of the whole town, and put it in the church of his own. Pope excommunicated Sapega, but then Sapega actively propagated the unity with Catholic Church in this region, which was generally Eastern Orthodox. And Sapega installed Greek Orthodox Church. And then Pope forgave him, but asked, as an act of penitence, to make a pilgrimage to Rome by foot, which is 2,000 kilometers. Well, 15 kilometers per day in just 4 months. And Sapega did this. And then Pope not only forgave him, but also presented him with 100 church relics. I think that meant that there was an overabundance of church relics in Vatican, in Rome. at the time in Lateran. Because you see, Middle Ages, with their pious attention to relics, still this is 17th century Counter-Reformation, and there was a lot of unnecessary relics. And the Pope just gave them to Sapega, go to the Provence. Actually, in Seine in Paris, in the river Seine, Sena in Russian, Seine, during excavations, we find a lot of church souvenirs have been found, mostly plaquettes made from bronze, from different saint places like Holy Land or Santiago de Compostela, because people went as pilgrims to different shrines, and then they returned with souvenirs. And what to do with them later when these people died, and their sons, grandsons, great-grandsons, they had no interest in these relics, souvenirs, and they've thrown them out, but not as usual junk. They've thrown these relics to the river, a very pagan idea of river as something holy, something which connects our world with another world, and so on and so forth. Okay, so let us be real believers let us not steal anything from Vatican, except grace. But grace is from God. Just ask and receive, but ask with despair and with force. Jimmy Carter must go by.